Hey you guys, it's Brittany here. Welcome to Shoot More, Keep More. We are on a mission to help photographers become so confident in making financial decisions for their business. Today we're going to be going over what a sole proprietor is and what taxes a sole proprietor pays. So this is super basic, but I even learned some things, even though I've been doing taxes for about 5 years. I learned some things through the research of finding out about sole proprietor and all the taxes they pay, and I have a few tips and tricks, so follow along, watch to the end of the video because you guys will figure out how to save on taxes as a sole proprietor. Okay, what is a sole proprietor? A sole proprietor means that you are the only owner of the business and that you get to keep all the money left over after expenses and taxes are paid. And so what does a sole proprietor have to pay in taxes? Well, they have 3 taxes. They have federal taxes, they have state taxes, and they have local taxes. Let's start with federal taxes. Whenever you pay federal taxes, everyone that is a sole proprietor pays 2 taxes. They pay income tax and they pay what's called a self-employment tax. For the longest time, I did not know what self-employment tax was exactly. So self-employment tax is basically your Social Security and Medicare, and you are taxed income minus expenses, and on that amount, you're taxed 15.3% each year. So the next tax is state tax. So in the state of Tennessee, where I live, we do not pay a state income tax. However, some states have a state income tax. The one tax that we do have on the state level is sales tax. We have to charge sales tax to the client, and we as sole proprietors act as a pass-through. So we collect the sales tax and we give it to the state in the form of a payment. And so the sales tax rate varies by city and county that you're in. So make sure you can do a quick Google search and to see what sales tax rate you need to be charging. So a quick add-on to this. This is for photographers, and I've seen this question a lot in the photography community. The question is, if I have a package that includes a service and a product, do I need to charge sales tax on the entire package, or do I just need to charge sales tax on the product? Well, that answer varies by state, but I've figured out a way where you can quickly answer that question. And what you do is you take this little sentence and you type it into Google, and Google gives you such a simple answer and a very clear answer. So I typed in, do you have to charge sales tax for a service with a product in, and then you insert your state. And so I tried that and I got a very, very quick, simple, and clear answer. Okay, so we've gone over federal tax and state tax, and the last tax that a sole proprietor has to pay is local tax. So the first local tax that you have to pay is city and county, and the next one is going to be tangible personal property. So what taxes do you have to pay in your city and county? So if you live in just a county and don't live in a city, then you don't have to pay city taxes. Hey, yay, y'all. I live in a city and a county, so I pay both city and county taxes. And once I do in the state of Tennessee, then we get our business license. Final tax is my personal favorite. Just kidding. Tangible personal property tax. What is tangible personal property? You're probably thinking, if you just work from home as a photographer, you're probably thinking, I don't have any property. What is my property? My house? No, it's the equipment that you use in your business. So cameras, lenses, and computers. So your city or county sends you a list requesting all of your property, which means they want a list of all of your equipment. They want you to put the value of that equipment and then send it back in. And once you send it back in, they send you a bill and you have to pay a tax on your equipment. So one thing I learned in the research of what a sole proprietor exactly is and what taxes a sole proprietor has to pay, when I was looking up tangible personal property, I found out that one way you can save on taxes is to make sure after you've sent in a list of all of your property, your equipment, then each year they're going to just send you that same list and you have to update it. And a lot of times people do not take off equipment that they no longer use, so they're still paying taxes on it. So Make sure when you get that statement from Tangible Personal Property that any property that you are no longer using for your business, you take off so you don't have to pay taxes on it. Okay guys, that wraps up what a sole proprietor is and what taxes a sole proprietor has to pay. If this information was useful to you, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like our page, like our posts, and of course if you have any questions, feel free to email us.